Welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. In this increasingly interconnected world, learning openness and appreciating differences is so important in many aspects of life. Recognizing diversity and inclusion is the first step in celebrating our differences, which impact our cultures, our values, and our minds. Think globally, act locally has inspired our national culture to better understand that the world is a multicultural society of which we are a part of. The systems of the world, its governments, economies, religions, and cultures are increasingly dependent on interdependence. Differences become strengths in a collaborative effort, and collaboration is a path to peace. Diversity not only promotes tolerance, but true inclusion and acceptance. Just like Pheonix Pride, an organization that's been serving the Phoenix community since 1981, they aim to educate, also promote unity, visibility, and self-esteem. Take a look. As we celebrate diversity this month and beyond, joining me today is Mike Fornelli, Executive Director with Pheonix Pride. Mike, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
First off, tell us a little bit about the Pheonix Pride organization.
Pheonix Pride is celebrating our 40-year anniversary this year. Pheonix Pride started as a march in 1981 downtown. It has grown to one of the largest LGBTQ organizations that hosts two of the largest LGBT celebrations in the state, our Pride Festival and our Rainbows Fest. In conjunction with our 40th anniversary, to also mark the milestone of our $1 million give back to the community. So at this point, we have given out $350,000 in scholarships to LGBTQ plus and allied students to continue their education, about $600,000 in community grants, which we award to other LGBTQ or nonprofit organizations that want to start new programming that's going to benefit the community, but they don't have the funds for it.
What is the Melrose District? Give us a little bit of history behind it.
It's amazing to see the growth in our city and the development that we're actually having a district where our community can gather and that the neighborhoods surrounding it are so supportive.
Now, Cox is a big partner of Pheonix Pride. Why are partnerships like that so very important?
Corporate sponsorships, business sponsorships, they help us with our operational costs throughout the year, as well as being able to put on our events. Cox Communications has been a partner with Pheonix Pride for so long, and last year they were supposed to sponsor the festival, which got canceled. Instead of rolling their sponsorship over to 2021, Cox Communications made it a donation to our foundation and are coming back in 2021 as a sponsor, as well as helping us at our locations with our internet and Wi-Fi connections to be able to get our infrastructure up to be able to hold the events.
Now, Mike, the conversation of inclusion and diversity, that's such an important one this month and beyond year-round. So why is that so important?
Everybody wants to have the same rights. Everybody wants to be accepted just like anybody else. So diversity and inclusion, to me, is the most important thing. And going anywhere needs to be a safe space for anyone in our community. And having diversity and inclusion makes it a safe space.
Mike, it's been such a pleasure talking with you. Thank you so much for sharing your heart, this information, and just for everything that you do in the community as far as sharing love, hope with other people. It really does make a difference. Pheonix Pride's vision is to unify communities where diverse individuals are celebrated and are able to thrive as their authentic selves. For more information on Pheonix Pride and its mission, go to phoenixpride.org. I'll be right back with more on Doing More right after this.
Enjoy local stories from your community in the form of videos, articles, podcasts, live streams, and more. Find it all only at YurView.com. For more great videos of life up close, visit YurView.com.
Welcome back to Doing More. We're here at the Melrose District in Phoenix, Arizona, celebrating diversity and equal treatment and rights for all. In the simplest of terms, diversity and inclusion encompass a group of unique individuals who acquaint and integrate with one another, but each are entirely different concepts with separate benefits. Diversity is the presence of differences within a given setting. In the workplace, that can mean differences in race, ethnicity, gender, or any other number of things. Inclusion is a practice of ensuring that people feel a sense of belonging and support from the organization. And an organization deeply committed to awarding and celebrating diversity in the workplace is Cox Communications. Take a look.
At Cox Communications, inclusion, diversity, and equity are part of our core values. It's part of who we are and what makes our company unique. It allows our employees to be able to be themselves and to bring their unique perspectives to the company. And we've been able to translate that support for inclusion, diversity, and equity into the Cox Southwest Region Diversity Scholarships. This year, Cox Communications in the Southwest Region is going to be awarding $70,000 in diversity scholarships to 20 deserving high school graduating seniors. And these scholarships are in partnership with some of our nonprofit organizations in our communities who represent diverse organizations. So in Las Vegas, we have the LGBTQ organization of Southern Nevada as one of our partners, as well as the YWCA of Metropolitan Phoenix and CPLC here locally as well. So through our partners with the Community Foundation, we've been able to partner with these organizations who offer these scholarships on behalf of Cox, and we have gotten hundreds, literally hundreds of applications for these scholarships and many deserving applicants as well. So we're thrilled. In literally the last 8 years, we've been able to award over $300,000 in diversity scholarships in our region. Hispanic organizations, Black organizations, women, those representing LGBTQ. And so through these nonprofit organizations that we have longstanding relationships with, we were able to come together and find an opportunity to award these scholarships. We've been practicing inclusion, diversity, and equity at Cox Communications for many, many years because we understand that it is part of bringing unique perspectives and enabling our employees and our clients and our communities to be themselves, to be connected, and to be part of that culture. And so it really is an extension of the commitment that Cox already has to diversity and inclusion in our company.
I remember going to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. There were no scholarships like this when I was around, especially for the LGBTQ community.
I just want to thank Cox and the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas for awarding me the Cox Diversity Scholarship.
It's going to make paying for college easier for me.
Thank you so much for the scholarship, Cox. I really appreciate it.
And then to find out Alex won this scholarship, a local Las Vegas kid, it's super cool, and we couldn't be more proud of Alex. And we're very excited that we had this opportunity to partner up with Cox.
Thank you so much for giving me the scholarship.
Thank you. This is such an amazing opportunity. Thank you.
We took a trip to Atlanta, Georgia, where we celebrated with Cox Pride ERG, an employee resource diversity group bringing awareness and a common purpose.
The vision of Cox Pride ERG is to be able to bring our LGBTQ plus team members together, employees together, resources, so that wherever they are on their journey, they can feel connected, supported, valued. Our mission and what we want to do outside of just empowering our employees is to empower everyone. So not just our employees, but allies, our communities through events, education, and again, having that authentic connection amongst us.
We started as just a resource center for like-minded, same identifying individuals to have community, to have a place of sanctuary within the corporation. Now we are a lot larger and a lot more involved in the company than we were in the past. We've grown so tremendously that I think almost 56% of our actual members don't even identify as LGBTQIA+, which is rather impressive because that means that 56% are made up of people who support the mission of Pride ERG and are also allies to the community.
Cox has really done a huge effort to embrace diversity and inclusion, not just within the company walls for LGBTQ+ resources, but outside as well. Well, one of the ways we did that last year, even while we were under COVID, we have a shelter here in Atlanta that we work with that are for youth, and lots of them are part of the community, the LGBT community. And so we were able to support those employees and volunteers for that community center. So our reach is wide and far.
For Pride Month in particular, we're taking a page out of our old book at the start of the pandemic, where we're hosting events every single week. So we have 4 unique and individualized events that employees across the globe find a way to celebrate with their community, whether they sit at headquarters or they sit in one of our other regions.
Arms wide open is where the good stuff is. And I think, like, especially at this moment in time in our history, how can you not look around and say, now's the time to open our arms? Man, when we keep those arms open and continue to include versus exclude, there's growth. And I think there's healing that's waiting there.
Though we are making progress, there is still a lot of work to do. And I'm happy to be here to be able to do the work.
Diversity and inclusion are a critical part of Cox Communications, where team members are encouraged to achieve their full potential regardless of race, color, creed, gender, or sexual orientation. Diversity is both a business strength and a corporate value. Such a great way of doing more. We'll be right back.
For more exclusive videos highlighting your community, visit YurView.com. Feeling inspired? To watch more uplifting stories from doing more, visit YurView.com.
Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. We're here in the Melrose District in Phoenix, Arizona, celebrating diversity. Diversity is a natural state of being for the human race. In fact, it's what our survival depends on. And so it's important to recognize that diversity is absolutely fundamental to our surviving, but it's also absolutely key to a thriving humanity. Bringing together people of various backgrounds with different life experiences can generate ideas or perspectives, which in return, making this world a better place. We went to downtown Phoenix, where families safely cruise in their vehicles to experience more than 30 STEM drive-through activities and exhibits. Take a look.
Welcome to Connect to STEM. Woo! We are thrilled to be able to welcome our community back to the University of Arizona for Connect to STEM. Connect to STEM is usually a day where we have thousands of young people and families on our campus learning all about health sciences and engineering, math, and medicine. But of course, because we are still in the COVID-19 pandemic, we reimagined Connect to STEM this year as a drive-through experience. So behind me in the parking garage, we have 31 different exhibits where families are driving by and just getting a little bit of flavor in terms of something fun or something interesting to see. And then each child will be leaving with a STEM adventure backpack, and it's full of activities to keep them engaged over the summer. 3, 2, 1. Woo! The whole inspiration behind Connect to STEM was actually my own kids coming to visit mom here at work. My kids love being on a college campus. There's just something about it. There's an energy to it. They're meeting with medical students. And so that was the inspiration behind Connect to STEM, is to make sure that our doors are open for all children and families to experience what my kids did. Usually we spend an entire year planning our big Connect to STEM event, where we really start to go into planning mode about 6 months before. We planned our Connect to STEM drive-through event in 6 weeks because we were trying to figure out the timing between vaccinations and then the COVID community spread going down, and then also to look to guidance from the university and the CDC to find out when it would be safe to have volunteers and community members back together. So 6 weeks, this was an incredible process to pull off. We would not have been able to do it without our sponsors, like Cox Communications. They're not only sponsors, but they're partners with us to ensure that we have our t-shirts, we have our signage. These are all little details, but we wouldn't have been able to pull them off in 6 weeks. We also had 25 community members earlier in the week that bagged 1,200 backpacks for the event today. And then we have another 800 backpacks that will go to UMOM and United Way for summer camp. We are also giving away a STEM super kit every 30 minutes. So randomly, we're going to be choosing lucky winners, and we're going to be delivering these to vehicles and congratulating the lucky winners.
At the SciTech Festival booth, we brought our mascot, Nova, and we have coloring books designed by a local artist in Cottonwood. We have the Boys and Girls Club showing off their premier prototypes. And down just a little bit further, we have the Biomed group showing off how to do chest compressions. There's a lot of great stuff going on.
We have real cow hearts and sheep brains, so kids get to see some real body parts up front. They love this stuff, and we have a high growth factor today, which is important for our youth.
For 7 seasons, we've been collaborating, SciTech Institute, the University of Arizona, and Cox Communications. This event kind of puts a ribbon on the whole season, like celebrating and looking forward to 2022, because Connect to STEM has a set of their own sponsors, really excited to donate and support and interact with the community today.
I feel so proud that we have so much community support, this collective mission, and so that inspires me. It's very purpose-driven work, and I feel very fortunate to be able to call this a job and a career, because it is so much fun.
We also stopped by the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley, and they're excited to launch their new summer program for children.
Through the last year that we've been open and operating, and we've been able to offer our Boys and Girls Clubs for virtual learning, we were able to witness, the struggles, not just with their academics, but also their social and emotional needs, their connection to adults and even peers. This year we're launching our LEAP program, and for the whole morning, it's going to be educational, interactive, and just fun, with the focus to help our members be more successful in their academics and in their social and emotional skills. Another cool thing is that we have partnered with Vista College Prep to ensure that our academics portion in the morning aligns with Arizona's Common Core curriculum. All our clubs are open this summer. We welcome you guys to come in and have fun with us. We do not want fees to be a barrier to any family. We definitely have financial assistance available. If that is what you need, just ask the club that you're choosing to go to. And the best part is that breakfast and lunch is included with everything.
You can learn more about the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley summer programs by heading over to bgcaz.org. We'll be back.
Explore more ways that people are leading healthier lives. Head over to YurView.com for additional videos from your health. Having fun exploring community, culture, food, y más with Suvita? Head on over to YurView.com for more videos.
Welcome back to Doing More. We're here in the Melrose District in Phoenix, Arizona, celebrating diversity and inclusion. We made our final stop at the Nature Conservancy Picture Contest, an event filled with art and nature. Take a look.
We're a worldwide conservation organization dedicated to preserving the lands and waters on which we all depend. We've been working in Arizona doing science-based conservation and land protection for more than 55 years. And some of the main areas where we work are forests, water, we do work around healthy cities, and of course around climate. We work from the forest of northern Arizona all the way to the Mexico border. And we have over 20,000 members here in Arizona And we also have some really outstanding preserves for people to visit. I'm really excited. This is our 8th year sponsoring this contest. The reason the Nature Conservancy does this is that we're really hoping to encourage young people to get out in nature. Though it's a little bit of cliche, it also really is true that you really are our hope for the future, and the world really does depend on each of you to make decisions that will keep the earth healthy for years to come.
I work with some wonderful volunteers who manage our photo archive, and I just want to give a shout out to them. Sally Clements, Bob Billups, and Peggy Kolar. This contest was their idea way back when we started it. And we wanted to not only build up the stock of our good photography, but we wanted to encourage people to go outside and explore nature through the lens of a camera. So we were lucky to find such great partners in Arizona Highways and Cox to help us grow this contest.
We are so proud to be a longstanding partner of the Nature Conservancy here in Arizona, and we are especially proud to be a sponsor of Adventures in Nature Photo Contest. So thank you to all of the contestants for shining your lights and your lens on the natural beauty and diversity that we find ourselves surrounded by here in Arizona every day. One of Cox's primary philanthropic cornerstones is to support youth in our communities. Another one is to support environment and sustainability initiatives through various programs and local partnerships. And Adventures in Nature Photo Contest has been one of our partnership programs that we are truly proud of.
Our mission is to sort of get people off the couch and out into the great outdoors, and this contest is just one of the great ways to do that. I'd like to say thanks to our co-sponsors, Cox Communications, which has been a part of this wonderful contest for many years, and of course the Nature Conservancy, which is such a wonderful organization.
I want to thank Pheonix Pride and the Melrose District for celebrating diversity with us and the love of humanity. By celebrating our differences as well as our common interests, it helps unite and educate us. It creates understanding of others' perspectives to broaden our own way of thinking and to fully experience culture, heritage, race, ethnic origin, color, religion and creed, sexual orientation, age, and so much more. As we become open-minded in this diverse world, we'll be able to remove ignorance, which in return will ignite the expansion of the beauty of humanity. So let's embrace and celebrate diversity. I'm Erica Cardenas. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time.
For more great videos of life up close, visit YurView.com.